A great way to add some depth to your drumming is to be able to play a little bit of percussion. Shakers, tambourines, cowbells, little things that are pretty easy to learn, and the techniques kind of transfer from drum set over to percussion. So check it out. If you're playing a ride cymbal, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you put a shaker in your hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all of a sudden I have 16th notes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So a shaker is a very easy thing to transfer from playing the ride cymbal. So when we're playing the shaker, I like to think of it's the entire arm that takes place. The shoulder all the way to the fingertips gets involved when you play. 1 E, 2 E, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. See how my arm is moving? My elbow is moving. I'll scoot back a little bit. You're throwing for the accent, very loose wrist, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. The thing that I love about percussion and drums and any instrument is that everyone's bodies are different, and that's what creates the groove. That's why music is infinite, because every single person that approaches their instrument, no matter what it is, plays it a little different. If you're a trumpet player, you have different lung capacity, you have different sensitivity to fast notes or slow notes. You like to play loud or soft. It's just all these things are so individual that we can play music infinitely, and it's always interesting because we bring together each of the individual's groove and sensibilities to music, and you have brand new music. So everyone's pocket is going to be different for how they play the instrument. That's just amazing to me, and that's something that should be encouraging, because you don't have to compare yourself to somebody else and try to sound like somebody else. You're going to sound like you. The only thing that's important is, are you playing with integrity? Are you playing with focus? Are you playing with clarity? Are you playing with intention? Are you playing well with others? Things like that. Those are the most important things. Not can I play the same licks as fill in the blank, or can I play the same groove as my hero. That's them. You're you, and you're going to develop your own playing style based on the things that you work on. So when you add something like shaker to your playing, it's going to affect the way you play drums. When you learn how to start playing percussion, it informs your drum set playing. Your drum set playing informs your percussion playing, and pretty soon they all become one thing to make you a more well-rounded player. So I want you to think about that while you're working on these things. Everything that you work on is valid. If you spend a week working on shaker 30 minutes a day, absolutely worth your time. There is no waste of time. If you're doing something with intention and focus, it doesn't matter what it is, it's going to add value to your playing. Okay? Even if you're not working on an instrument, if you're working on hanging out and being cool, paying attention to people while they speak, those things add value to your musicianship as well. If you're a good listener when someone's speaking to you, you're going to be a good listener while you're playing, and that's going to add a sensitivity to your playing that might lack in someone that doesn't know how to pay attention. So think about all this. There's a lot of psychology in it, but really music is life to me. So anyway, let's get back to the shaker. We're going to throw this thing out for the accents. We're going to play 16th notes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Now I recommend putting a song on and playing this for the entire song. It's not going to be perfect yet, because if you're brand new at it, but I like doing this all the time anyway. I do a lot of percussion in my work. So I play percussion in some bands, and then I play a lot of percussion on top of the tracks that I lay for people on their records. And sometimes I even get called to put percussion on tracks have other drummers on it. So all three are a great thing to do. So I have a lot of opportunity to play percussion in my professional career. 16th note downbeats. Lots of repetition. If it sounds good for 10 seconds, that's not it. It's got to sound good for at least 3 or 4 minutes. It has to feel good. It has to feel like you. You've got to be in it, inside the groove. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add another instrument, a caxixi. The caxixi is just going to be acting like a snare drum. And so we're going to go through a series of accent patterns with the caxixi while maintaining the constant 1E and a 2E and a with a shaker. So we're going to play downbeats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to play E's, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Notice the E's are the back stroke. 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2. This might be a little tricky. Ands, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Us. All eighth notes. That one might seem easier than it is because you might want to go. But we want to keep this. And E's and Us. 1E and a, 2E and a. 2 and 4. And finally beat 3. 1, 2. Okay, so that's kind of the series of series of accents that I want to work on. I've created a play along that will carry you through 16 measures of each of these different accent permutations with the left hand. So again, I'm just thinking of this as a ride cymbal. Ding, 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 1 and 2 and 1E and a 2E and a. You're accidentally getting the E's and Us for free just by thinking the eighth notes. And then we're going to try to loosen the wrist and get an accent. 1E and a 2E and a 3E. And then this is a snare drum. So you might just practice playing a groove like it's a drum set, but you just changed the sounds, okay? So in this whole lesson, I just want you to get used to playing the shaker with the caxixi on all different accent permutations. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 16 downbeats, measures of downbeats, 16 measures of E's, 16 measures of Ands, 16 measures of Us, 16 measures of all eighth notes, 16 measures of E's and Us, 16 measures of beats 2 and 4, and 16 measures of beats 3. It takes 6.5 minutes to get through this. So it's going to be an arm burner, and you're going to get a lot of repetition in, but it's so important to get a lot of repetition. Muscle memory is the name of the game. Muscle memory is where your pocket comes from. So do this, do it with me. Do it often, and your hands will start getting that feel, and the groove will start happening, and then the next time you're in a session and you're playing drum set and it's time to put some percussion on it, you'll be very comfortable with the shaker and maybe even a caxixi. Okay, here we go with the exercise.